The greatest warmonger of the 21st century, Obama's she-wolf and the world's most recognized Karen is back. Victoria Nuland, ladies and gentlemen. We will tell you all about it. But before that, if you're a fan of non-corporate funded free news and analysis, you've landed on the right YouTube channel. We publish 3 videos a day, first at 9:15 a.m. EST, second at 1:30 p.m. EST, the third at 5:30 p.m. EST. So if that's of interest to you, ask your wife if she can dress up as Victoria Nuland the next Halloween. And do tell us what she said. It will be fun. Okay, let's start. Karen Victoria Nuland decided to detonate her verbal arsenal, wreaking havoc on the West's neatly packaged Ukraine narrative. Suddenly, the curtain is pulled back, revealing not just the wizard, but the whole damn circus. We have been spoon-fed a story that every penny of US taxpayer money funneled into Ukraine is for the noble cause of aiding Ukrainians. Yet, here they are, $75 billion lighter, and what do they have to show for it? A battlefield that looks suspiciously like a tableau of defeat. Karen Nuland on CNN casually laid bare a truth so inconvenient it's almost comical. Amid the tired rhetoric of defending democracy and freedom, code for meddling wherever it suits US interests, she lets slip that this gargantuan sum of money is essentially a round-trip ticket back to the US, all in the name of weapon manufacturing. Here is the bitter pill to swallow. This isn't about Ukraine's freedom or democracy. It's about sustaining the US military-industrial complex. So when Karen Nuland speaks of aid, it's clear this game is rigged. The house always wins, and the people of Ukraine are just pawns on a board too large for them to comprehend. The Ukrainian crisis, it turns out, is just a glorified cash cow for the US military-industrial complex. Quote, as long as it takes, unquote, has been decoded. Endless wars, endless profits, all under the guise of benevolence. This isn't new. It's a rerun of the same old show. Afghanistan was merely a prelude to Iraq and the global war on terrorism. A perpetual motion machine, ever evolving, never ending, designed to keep the populace in a constant state of fear and confusion. Americans are sold the necessity of a military-grade panopticon-style surveillance state to combat the elusive threats of the digital age, ensuring the cycle of conflict never breaks. No conflict ever sees a conclusion because there's never meant to be one. Ukraine is no exception. And yet the tides in Ukraine seem to be turning, hinting at an end closer than its inception. Western media begrudgingly nods to this reality, signaling a dwindling window for Europe to hop on the gravy train and fill its military coffers, mimicking Washington's lead. A flurry of nations, France, Germany, Canada, Italy, and Denmark, have hurriedly extended bilateral security guarantees to Ukraine, pledging weapons in the name of security. This move paradoxically seems to do everything but enhance European security, especially as Ukraine's foreign minister peddles fear, likening Russia's proximity to a home invasion. Meanwhile, the West's journey towards peace is laughably circuitous. The G7's endorsement of Zelensky's peace formula is as convincing as a snake oil salesman's. Instead of addressing the conflict's root causes or fostering genuine dialogue, we see Zelensky gallivanting, cap in hand, leveraging the specter of Putin for more funds. It's a farce, a tragic comedy where the punchline is the relentless exploitation of Ukraine for geopolitical gain and profit. The EU's grand plan to aid Ukraine has devolved into a glorified yard sale of antiquated arms, courtesy of the taxpayer-funded European Peace Facility. This brilliant strategy involves dusting off the relics of wars past, shipping them off to Ukraine, and then patting themselves on the back as these armaments meet their demise on the battlefield, courtesy of Russia. And when the vintage stockpile dwindles, the solution apparently is to churn out more weapons. Victoria Karen Nuland's recent revelations strip away any pretense that the aid funneling into Ukraine is anything but a lifeline for America's armament artisans, ensuring they won't have to resort to panhandling on the streets. Her comments have laid bare the ultimate ambition behind the charade, a desire for regime change in Russia, lamenting the absence of a westernizing Russia, as if she is perennially dissatisfied with the flavor of the week. Karen Nuland's candidness has obliterated what little credibility the Western narrative had left, exposing a level of hubris so staggering it's a wonder she hasn't been branded a double agent for Russia's defense sector as well. But is Victoria the only Karen? Nope, there is Ursula, a slightly posher Karen, and then there is this one, this down-market Karen. But she is going on a whirlwind tour of Europe to keep Ukraine burning. Watch this video to know more.